Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 3, the ultimate driving simulator. Sorry, I gotta get all that out in one breath there, and I kind of got a little short of breath on it. We are, right at this very moment in time, we are in the middle of the European Championship, of which we are tearing through it with complete and utter ease, which is nice. I'm enjoying that. We're going into our fourth race right now, which is going to be on, what the hell is this? Is this Rome Circuit backwards, I believe? It might be. It sure is. Okay. Well, that'll be good. So we're going to go through this. We're going to go through the fifth race, whatever that may be. I think it's Côte d'Azur, or whatever it is. And that'll be a nice little brisk end to this little championship, and then we get to jump into another one, whatever that may be. I still haven't quite figured out what other tournament we'll get ourselves into, but I'm sure it will be something that will be awesome. So let's not worry too much about the whole thing. All right. Well, my friends, I'm feeling great. I got to sleep in this morning. It's my second day off in a row, which is pretty awesome. And yesterday, on my other day off, I decided to go down and see my fiance, and we decided to have a cool beach day, and it was awesome. We haven't really gotten to go to the beach very often, and we decided that we wanted to do something really cool for the kids, and we took them to the Oregon Aquarium. And fuck, dude, that place is so tight. I haven't been to the aquarium in such a long time, just like I haven't been to OMSI in a really long time, and that's definitely another place I need to go at some point very soon. But we really wanted to take them because they're both like really into aquatic stuff. Like they're super into, you know, fish and sharks especially, and just, you know, the whole kind of marine life sort of deal is really something that they enjoy a lot. And so we totally wanted to do it. We needed to get away for you know, for a day, and so we totally did it. And we took them down there, and it's just so damn cool. I felt like a little kid walking through like the you know, the aquarium tunnel where they've got all the sharks and eels and shit everywhere. And they actually, where they have this this shark exhibit is actually the same. It's actually the exact same tank that they used to have Keiko in at one point. So it was super fucking cool. Which, dude, my friends and I played such an awful joke on our friend's mom. She was one of those people that was super, I don't want to say obsessed, but she loved Keiko. Like when the whole thing with you know, Keiko being brought into the aquarium, and then when they sent it back out, and it, you know, didn't get along with like it wasn't accepted back into the whale community or whatever, and then ended up dying a few years after. Like she was absolutely destroyed by that. Oh god, okay. Thought there were more views than that. And I have the controller up against this folding TV tray here, and it kind of fucked me over, but we should be okay. We'll be able to cover the difference here. Things get bad, then you split the difference. As long as you are able to find the car keys. So yeah, like we decided, like right after Keiko had died. This is such an asshole joke to do too, but I don't remember which one of us it was that walked up to her and we're like, "Hey, do you know what you get if you rearrange the letters in Keiko?" And she's like, "No, what?" And we're like, "Well, it spells D-E-A-D, dead." It's so fucked up. And she was just like, "Ah, that's terrible. Oh, that's so mean." And like she was like legit upset with that. And you know, in hindsight, like, and we were like. You know, because we're kids and we're assholes, and like later on I thought about that, I was like, man, that was a really fucked up joke to do. That's really not cool at all. But what are you gonna do? Man, this is a serious two-man race right now. Everybody else is just, it's like they're driving through molasses right now. But yeah, dude, it was awesome. Another thing that was really cool that happened, like, I always forget how, like, gorgeous the Oregon coast is. Because, I drove down to Eugene to meet up with them, and then, no, oh, God. No, we're okay, Ugh. That turn, man, that turn in reverse is one of the harder ones for me to deal with, because I always forget that it's coming. And then next thing you know, it's just like, I'm right in your face. And you don't remember how to take this turn, do you? And the correct answer is no, I do not remember how to take that turn. But I always forget how gorgeous, like, the Oregon coastline is. Like, so we went through Eugene, and then we went through Florence and went upwards, you know, through like Waldport and you know, up to Newport. And we got to, you know, check out things like Devil's Churn, and we got to see Strawberry Hill, which is one of the coolest things during the sunset. Like, the way that it is, you've got like all these flowers on the side of this hill, and when the sunset goes by, if you're like in like the viewing area, it just like turns everything in that area like this beautiful, super gorgeous, like strawberry-ish color. You can go onto Google, and I think if you type in Oregon Strawberry Hill sunset, that you can see what it looks like, and it's fucking awesome. It's really, really cool. There was another thing, we got to see like a cool, you know, like a, I don't want to say like, I don't know if like anomaly is maybe not the right word, but it was just like, it was just this special thing that, I mean, you see it sometimes when people post them, and it almost looks like something divine when it happens. But we're driving back home, and you know, the sun's starting to set, and there's like this big huge patch of clouds, and it's, you know, right above the ocean. We're driving by, and we're looking at it, and we're like, oh, the sunset looks really cool. And we're just kind of driving by, and all of a sudden I peek back out there, because you could see, like, you know, the sun coming through one of the clouds, and it's got just like one of those radiant beams of sunlight, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. You can see like one of those cool, you know, sunbeams coming through that. And she's like, oh yeah, that looks awesome, it looks awesome. And we kind of, you know, went back to looking at the road, and I looked back over there again, because I just, you know, I hadn't seen one of those in a while, and I saw that, you know, the beam that was coming out was like shining in just like this perfect circle, like right in the middle of the ocean. And it just, I don't know, it had just like this, it was so mesmerizing that I couldn't take my eyes off of it. It was so cool looking. And I was just like, this is one of the coolest things that I've seen in a while, you know? And just the way that it just like shone down on the ocean, and just like how, oh, what the hell, what the hell's going on? Why did my car do that? Why wasn't it letting me drive over that? Oh no. Oh no. That may have been our Route 11 moment right there. That fucked over the whole run. Why did that I don't understand why that happened. That was so strange. There was literally no reason for that. Oh god. Oh, cool, he spun out. He totally spun out. Or it didn't really spin out, but he got kind of locked up for a second there too. I think that may have saved the run for us. Alright, well, news flash to Adam, do not ever drive on the inside part of that, because it's a trap, Adam, it's a trap! But, yeah, I don't know, it was just, like, a lot of people may see that and they're like, ah, well, you know, it's just the sun looking down, you know, shining on the ocean, but just in that cool, just circular pillar of light, I don't know, it just had, like, this really kind of divine look to it, and I loved it. So, another thing that was really cool, too, is we went down to, I don't remember the name of the little town, but we went down to this little town, and you get to, you know, look at, like, the sea lions and stuff, and they're, like, laying up on, like, these platforms, and it's so funny just, like, looking at them, because it's just, like, this crazy-ass, like, sea otter orgy going on, or sea lion orgy, and they're just, like, just laying there on top of each other, just, like, you know, just, like, get the fuck off of me! I saw this spot first! I want to lay here first! And, like, you always feel bad for the one that's just, like, trapped under the scathing mass of just these fat-ass sea lions that are just chilling there, and... Oh god, I almost did it again. That would have been bad. But they're just fucking funny, and then, you know, obviously the noise, the and, you know, is when they're like, when they start fighting each other is great, because they start making the noise, and they're like getting all up in each other's faces, and they're just like They just make like these incomprehensible noises. They're just like, how can it make a noise like so, you know, so like innocent and funny, like, you know, like that, and all of a sudden they just go, and they just like get up in each other's face and they just start like biting at each other or whatever. But I think the funniest thing that some of them do is, like, you know, a lot of the time when they're sleeping, they'll just, like, you know, lay on their sides or they'll lay on their back or whatever, and they'll just, you know, be asleep. But every once in a while you get the one that, like, he sleeps sitting up with, like, his head just, like, impossibly, like, just, like, it would be like, it would be, the only way I can really define what it's like is like having a small child falling asleep in like a car or on an airplane, and their head is just straight back, but they're just sitting perfectly upright. But the way they're doing it is just like they're like almost bending their body into like a C shape, and like you're just sitting there waiting for them to just, like, you know, fall over backwards and fall off the platform into the water, but they just never do. And you're just waiting for any given moment, or for to have one of them just like all of a sudden just kind of like, you know, shake awake or whatever, you know, coming out of a sea lion nightmare about, oh my god, I tried this fish and it was fucking rotten. It was terrible. It was the worst experience of my life. And you know, have him, like, you know, kind of jar himself awake and then fall into the water. I always thought that'd be kind of funny to watch, but never happened though. Totally never happened. I wanted it to happen though. And then we got to, like, stop into this really cool little candy shop, and it was like, you know, I had like a bunch of like the old vintage candy bars and things that you don't find in places anymore, and I ended up finding something that I haven't had since I was just a little kid. And I know they've, you know, still been out there, but it was the A&W gummy root beer bottle things, like the A&W flavored gummy root beer bottles. I haven't seen those in such a long time, and they had like Dr. Pepper ones, and I think they had like Orange Crush ones too, and Grape Crush and all this stuff, and oh man, they were so awesome. Like, as soon as I saw the bag, I was like, I've got to get one of these. I just have to. Like, this, as soon as I saw it, it took me back to just being a little kid again. And as soon as I took that first bite, like, it took me back. It took me back to a place that I missed being in. And it was awesome. But they had so many cool ass things in there. I saw something that I've never seen before. Like, you know how they have, like, you know, the homemade, you know, caramel apples that have all sorts of crazy shit on them, like Butterfinger and M&Ms and, you know, powdered sugar and all this other stuff. And they had you know, like pieces of fudge, whatever. I saw something for the first time that I've not seen before in their display case. By the fudge and the caramel apples, they had like chocolate dipped Pringles. That was like, I never thought of that before. She's like, would you like to try a chocolate dipped Pringle? And I was like, fuck yeah, I would. Are you kidding? Why wouldn't I want to try one of those? It was just awesome. It was like just the idea of dessert style Pringles. Like, you could, and it could be any flavor of those. I feel like it would still be good. Like, you could give me sour cream and onion. You could give me like some of the weird flavors, like pizza and like buffalo wings or whatever. And I probably would like any one of those dipped in designer chocolates. It'd be great. Oh, what are we gonna get? Oh, give me the thing. Give me the one with the big spoiler. Oh, yes, we got it. Oh, sick. Oh, what is this car, by the way? I must know. Oh my god, that thing's so sick. Finally, by the way, we finally got the payoff. We've not had one of those. We've always been getting the little dingy-ass cars that I immediately sell. But now we have something usable. What have we? The Vertigo race car. Oh, from is that, how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that? Is it Gillette? Is it Gillette? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll call it Gillette. The best a man can get. 419 horsepower, not too bad. So that's roughly kind of about the same power as the CLK touring car, but not quite as much. Which we need to use this thing soon. Oh god, dude, this Vertigo race car is so sick. Oh, we might actually use that next episode. I think what I want to do... By the way, how's our win percentage looking? Are we up to 87? 86. That's okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's look into this. Let's look into what we're going to be doing next. So Japan-American is all done. Ooh, GT World Championship. I wonder what car we should use for that. I'm not entirely sure what vehicle should be the one that we use for that. Because, like, my instincts would tell me that go with your highest powered car, which would either be the Corvette, technically, as far as horsepower is concerned, or the S2000 LM. I would assume, be the one that would be best geared for that. But you never know. Like, I feel like also the CLK touring car might be good enough there, and maybe this Vertigo might be good enough here. I'm not entirely sure. What other things are there? There's still 80 sports cars, NA Sports Turbo, Gran Turismo All-Stars. I don't know if this one is necessarily better or in terms of like competition, are they better cars or worse cars than the other one? There's also this as well. There's the Tourist Trophy, Red Emblem, the Alteza. Man, there's still a lot of things left to do here. Holy smokes. Well, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of research into which one of these we can use that Vertigo race car in, and we're gonna jump right into something. So, my friends, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, I will have something in mind that we can jump into, and we'll check it out. So until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Take it easy.